Police officers can now have medical and life insurance benefits. This comes after the signing of an agreement for an affordable insurance plan between the Papua New Guinea Police Association and Life Insurance Incorporated Limited. Bradley Gregory reports.
Senior members of the police force, Police Association of PNG and Life Insurance Corporation Limited gathered at a round table, sitting together to discuss matters of security not for the general public, but for the very people who provide security, the police personnel and their families. For years, the police force had its own ways of providing healthcare, repatriating their dead back home and meeting funeral and house cry expenses.
Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary has always been having a dilemma on how to deal with the relatives of, or mostly the immediate families of our policemen when they passed away. We've never had anything. It's never covered in the Police Force Act. There is nothing at all. And we're looking at, and we've been trying for years to look at an appropriate approach for us to take in order to take care of our families as well too. And when a policeman dies or is sick, the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary take carriage of the issues, particularly on footing the medical bills and some of those things that are responded. When a member of the family dies, immediate, meaning a wife or a child or children of a police officer, there is nothing else available. So it becomes a dilemma for us. And mostly Papua New Guinea culture, you look at us all sitting together and putting together our efforts in terms of contributing towards the funeral expenses or medical expenses to a particular family.
An agreement was signed between the police and Life Insurance Corporation Limited for an affordable life and medical insurance package for its officers, giving them some hope for a better health and life insurance plan.
Thank you very much. And I also want to take this opportunity to present to you an initial check of 500,000 for these purposes as well.
For the medical?
For the medical. At least I can comfortably tell the men and women now that the wife of every police officer is also a responsibility that the organization can take on board, including the children that are covered in this medical cover. So it's a good approach that we've taken.
The terms of the agreement, Life Insurance Corporation Limited vowed to deliver.
I think we are beginning to feel confident that we can be able to deliver on what we have promised in the MOU.
So first time through on behalf of the almost 3,000 policemen and women, and taking into account the entire constabulary member strength, that's almost 7,000 policemen and women. Let me, from the office of the President of the Police Union and my executives and the General Secretary and my Secretariat, let me thank the Prime Minister and his NEC for making this commitment.
The police force is part of the bigger public service, which is also struggling to insure itself from sickness and death. Life Insurance Corporation Limited recently signed a deal with Public Service Union for a similar benefit insurance plan. The insurance plan comes at a time when lifestyle diseases are common. On record, 5% of the population has access to life insurance premiums, while 95% cannot afford individual premiums. An average 10 public servants die each year from some 105,000 public service workforce.
It's also important that I must emphasize that it's important that members of the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary who are not members of the police union should make an effort to become members of the police union, because the union is the political mouthpiece of that organization. I don't talk about that. So I would encourage that. I think the way we will target it now is we will get the police union to promote the agenda through our recruit training process, so that when our policemen go into the college, they are aware that there is an association like this in existence, and it is for the welfare of their welfare that they become members. But the agreement is for the entire. That's why we said 6,700 men and women. That's the strength we have.
Bradley Gregory, ending this edition of PNG Tonight. We'll have for you another edition at the same time tomorrow night. Thank you for watching. I'm John Eggins. Good night.